In this video, we're going to discuss one of the essential programs. We've talked about nutrition, resistance training, cardiovascular, flexibility, and in this one, we're going to discuss the importance of having a good alignment program. Or in most cases, I should say, realignment program. It may or may not click right away when I say the word alignment, but what I'm really trying to get down to is your posture. What are you doing throughout the day? What movement patterns are you overdoing that are going to cause some sort of postural deviation? Now, when I discuss the topic of alignment and posture, what this really comes down to is two different words: synergistic dominance. That means one particular muscle group is being overused. What happens then is it dominates another muscle group, forcing your body in a different position other than what it's supposed to be in. This might not seem like a big deal at first, but take day in and day out carrying a bag over your shoulder for a few years. Over time, guys, that particular shoulder is going to begin to raise. It's called elevated shoulder syndrome. This is going to actually begin to divert blood flow, and people wonder why we get stress and tension headaches, because we're just pushing blood away from where it's really supposed to be going. Another example is one that I like to catch people on all the time, myself included, is the way we stand. We should be evenly distributing pressure throughout both of our feet. Some people don't realize how many hundreds of times a day they go into a stance like this, pointing one foot out, one foot forward, or they're walking with both feet outward, or they lean really hard on one particular hip. The connection that most people might not make is that over time, these particular stances could lead to a number of conditions and injuries. Injuries such as lower back issues, sciatic nerve issues, lack of blood flow, hip dysplasia, overdevelopment of one particular side of your body, which then forces you to compensate and again could lead to an injury because of lack of strength. From here, your alignment or realignment program really depends on your particular situation and your daily activities. Again, if you're a stay-at-home mom, do you pick up your child constantly? And if you do you set that child on your hip? Do you carry it on one side of your body? If so, we have to learn how to counterbalance and carry that child on the left side and the right side evenly. If you fall into the category of folks that sit at a desk for 6 to 8 hours a day, I would really be focusing on my hip flexors, my chest and shoulders to make sure they don't get tight, to get protracting shoulders or an anterior pelvic tilt. At one point, I mentioned how important our alignment or realignment program is. This is going to directly affect the rest of our other programs. Our flexibility program, we need to understand what muscle groups are strong, which ones are weak, which ones we overuse, so we can then stretch them out in our flexibility program. Our resistance training program, are we working a particular muscle group too much? Really check yourself on that one. Our nutrition program, guys, blood flow is one of the main ways we get nutrients to our bodies. If we're out of alignment, we're not going to efficiently get the nutrients we need to our bodies. And finally, our cardiovascular program. Guys, if you're a runner, swimmer, whatever it is, we don't want to favor one particular side because that side is stronger because of a movement pattern we overuse. We need to understand the importance of realigning our bodies and continuously checking our posture. If one muscle group's tighter than the other, guys, it's gonna dominate. It's gonna cause your body to come in an unnatural position, which could lead to injury or lack of blood flow. Based off this video, I hope you can begin to make the connection of how important it is to have a good realignment program, and from there, stay aligned. I hope you take a second to subscribe to our channel, and thanks again for all your support.